Thank you for confirming that there was no voice on YouTube. At least, yeah. Okay, now you can hear me. So there was no voice coming for 1 minute, 2 minutes over there. It's okay, it's okay. I hope now you guys can hear me, right? Can you confirm that? Okay. So yeah, is FOMC a new coin? Okay, you're not joking. FOMC is basically the meeting that is happening today. Okay, so now you guys can hear me. Okay, so this is good, all good. It's a meeting where where the Federal Reserve entity, they send the people with the report stating that whether there's going to be an interest rate hike or not, and if there is no interest rate hike, after the report they go live and they talk. I think the time difference, I did share that in Telegram yesterday. So what do you call it? I'm just checking the dates, okay, the timing, okay? Just a second. Where did it go? I'm looking at the Telegram, okay? So at 1800 UTC, that's 6 p.m. UTC. Yeah. Federal interest rate decision is announced, and after 30 minutes, there's a conference. So conference is what basically affects the price. Interest rate hike, that there are only two things that people are expecting. One is no change. One is maybe they will delay it for the next time. No one is expecting any increase. They're saying either they are going to come and say that there is no change, or they're going to come and say that we are delaying our decision and we will share the interest rate increase or decrease report next time. Now, both of that things can happen. This is what everyone is already expecting, and all of that you see right now in the price, it has been adjusted for, because thank you for the gifts, RS. Good to see you. All that stuff is something that we all that everyone is expecting. But the thing is that when they start talking in the conference, the reason I wanted to look at the time, after 30 minutes of announcement, they will come and they start talking. And when they are talking, what happens is that it dramatically affects the price. The reason for it is very simple, because when they're asked tough questions and they start responding, the responses are not so convincing, they're not so good. And what happens is that as a result, people turn bearish. Like in their words and comments that they make, it sounds like there is something bad going on or something bad is going to happen. And each word can affect the price. And that's why I'm saying that there is no point of me taking any live analysis at this point, because the meeting is in an hour. No matter what I share, the probability of that not happening is going to be dramatically big, because even if it's going to dump, it might pump to dump first, or if it might dump to pump first. So it will go in both directions, and just to destroy both directions. And these are the times when you don't trade. News, unless you are extremely certain about some particular news case scenario and you know exactly what you're doing, these are pretty much gambles. Like I did share that, I think in one of the lives on TikTok, I did traded one of them, but that was pure gamble. And I thought it will go down, and it did go down, and I went down with it. But that was not based on anything. And today, like, I went out and I searched for all form of news. I looked into TV channel news, and I listened to their analysts and everyone, and no one has a clear answer on whether there's going to be a pause on the interest hike, or they're going to delay, or there's going to be an increase. So there is no clarity whatsoever. Let me check. Just a second, I'm responding. Okay, let's look at comments. So that is FOMC, Donnelly, you asked. Let's see if anything has there from YouTube. Do you think if interest rate remain at 550, it's going to have a big output in the dollar itself? Yeah, it's going to have a big impact everywhere. Some people, some analysts, when I was trying to hear their opinions as well, not just my own opinions, they said that even if it stays the same, the market should still dump because it's still not a good news. So just because it's staying same is it's not an indicator. It's like you were bleeding yesterday, blood was coming out of you, and they come and they say that, and the doctor did check you yesterday. I'm just saying yesterday, think of it like last month. And then the doctor comes again and they check and they confirm that yes, you are still bleeding. So yes, it's still the same thing, but that does not mean it's a good thing. You were bleeding back then, you are still bleeding, so it's not a good news. So they when you look at analysts, they are not so happy about this fact. They thought that there would be a decrease in the interest rate, but that did not happen. So let's look at comments. Okay. Hi, okay, hello Shah, hi Twix. Muhammad Taha says FOMC. Okay, I did talk about FOMC. 1 more hour to go. Yeah, I think towards the end of my life, FOMC will start, and I have to run at 2. That is going to be really funny that I have a meeting. Ru says, oh yes, look at young boy. What time is the FOMC meeting? It's in exactly in 50. The meeting is in 1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour 24 minutes. If you're looking for exact time. Adam says, hello mate, your microphone is far. Could you adjust it? The microphone is in my ear. So this one is for YouTube. This one is not adjustable because it's this one. I'm using this one for YouTube because it's getting recorded on YouTube. So at least a good quality stays there. TikTok doesn't let you record and it doesn't stay. So, and I did try to use one software for both of them. I used multiple, it didn't work. I'll try to use something in the future again to see if it works, if I could find a solution. Otherwise, right now I'm using 2 mobile phones. So I'm live at 2 different places with 2 different devices. Osama says, thanks for the LTC signal. No problem. I don't remember what it was, but no problem. September and October will bleed. I hope so. Historically, it has been a bad month. Jojo, hello Shah, my friend. Great live again. I'm so happy to see you. Good to see you, Jojo. I hope you're not going to stay up for the FOMC meeting because you're in Japan and that's very late over there. Morning, cool dude. Hey, GSW. Thank you for the ice cream, Bhakti. Yeah, October, I'm expecting it to be bullish. But for that, September needs to get red. If September doesn't become red, you will see a bad October. So until now, September is staying red. Last I checked, September was green by 3%, I think. So if September turns out to be green, October will not be green. They try to do this opposite thinking, but I have to analyze it and come back. I have to check and come back. Engineer Aziz, I love you, sir. Thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate that. What if the market does not dump? Then of course you're looking at a pump here. That means that all the lows that were going to get in for this amount of time, they're already in. Market is not going to go low anymore, and it's only going to go up. Then we will be looking at a clear-cut bullish scenario, because after this there is no bad news whatsoever. So if FOMC does not have an impact on the market, even if we give it like 24 hours time, sometimes the effect is delayed, and even if after 24 hours there is no impact whatsoever, then it's very clear that the market has reversed and now it's going to go up. Whatever is the reason, it's going to go up and it's not going to go down. Then that's going to be a clear signal for us to have. FOMC excited? No, I'm excited too. I'm not going to do coin analysis because I said there is going to be a meeting in an hour, so it's not useful, because it does not matter what I analyze and show you. The thing is that it's going to have a reverse impact. I have seen it happening, that even if it wants to dump, it pumps first and then it dumps, and vice versa. BTC remains 27,000 and go up. Yeah, it's a possibility, but the FOMC announcement will pretty much make it clear if that will be the case or not. Let's look at YouTube comments now. How AVAX will perform in bull run. AVAX, I think you're talking about Avalanche, right? Let me just double check. Where did the tool go? Avalanche is a great project, if AVAX is the short for that one. I just forgot. Yeah, AVAX is Avalanche. Okay, so Avalanche is a fantastic project. Fundamentally, they're doing great. They even started introducing a lot of new projects, just like what Binance BNB was doing, Matic was doing, Ethereum was doing, Solana, and others. ARB came as a new person and stole the show. But this is very common. A new project comes in, it usually attracts a lot of projects, and then later on people start moving away from it. So ARB is the new cool guy in the market. It was Avalanche before. Okay. Do you think the market is going to crash anytime soon? Personally, yes. But the market is saying otherwise. Personally, I see that the market is bullish and it's staying up, and I look at it and I fail to understand why. I mean, I cannot see anything fundamentally strong for me to, get bullish. I think it's just the market is punishing everyone because unfortunately, what I was saying was pretty much in line with everyone else, which made the information common. And if only I had put that into the calculation that the manipulators are seeing that everyone is talking about death cross. I didn't talk about death cross, but everyone was talking about death cross. Everyone was super bearish. And when it becomes a very common phenomena in the market, then usually the market comes in and it starts punishing people by going the opposite. That's how basically those who are market makers, they make money. It's by liquidating you and me. So if it's that kind of case scenario, we will see a dump very fast. I mean, it should be maybe at FOMC or right after FOMC, or at least in 24 hours of FOMC. We should see that. If that does not happen, there is only going to be good news afterwards. I mean, the 29th September party in itself is the bullish vibe that the community has from XRP. And if XRP is getting bullish, it pretty much sends a good signal in the overall market, which makes the whole market bullish. So yes, they will not pump as much as XRP will pump, but at the same time, everything will stay green. But for all that, all this bullishness needs to be true. It should not be manipulation or fake, because manipulation does not stay up for long. It cannot hold that long, and it starts dumping soon. Okay, let me see comments. Okay, there's a comments from YouTube. Did the old projects will break their all-time high? No. A very simple short answer would be no. The reason for it is that there's so many projects that they will not even see their all-time high, not even half of their all-time high. I have to make a video on it, but looking at a graph, and this is something I was doing in my mentorship as well. Just because you're seeing a graph, I can move this thing, I think, to improve the light. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so the thing is that just because something has gone all-time high, that does not mean that it's going to be the case scenario again. It's just that it was up there for a reason, and it will not go up there again. I mean, that's pretty much it. Okay, so what is your mentorship charges for Pakistanis? It's the same, and I mean, I would suggest not to take it actually. Just wait for the course, buy the course. That would be way cheaper, because I'm trying to get rid of mentorship myself. So it's at 2,000. After I launch course, it will go up to 5,000, because it's very hard for me to give one-on-one time to everyone, and that steals away my real time for 6 months. So I'm married to a human being for 6 months, and that's not something I want to do. Do you think we have gone through the recession, or do you think it will come? Recession, I'm very sure. Recession is not gone. Recession is yet to come. What you see is this is a smaller recession. The real recession is yet to catch on. Okay, so let's go through these comments here. Yeah, I received a message from an account with similar name. They are not me. I will never send you a DM. If you have ever listened to me, I don't follow, I don't DM. I will die first before sending you a DM. And I never follow anywhere. And no one. What do you think will happen after FOMC? Personally, I think it should dump, but we don't know. We don't know what will they announce in FOMC. That totally depends on what they announce. So if they announce good news, of course, it's not going to dump. So that is something that only the preparers of the report, or those who have read, they know. Everyone else can just guess. We all can sit here and do a guesswork, but that's pretty much it. What do you think XRP will pump after the party? No. It will pump before the party, and then they will share the news in the party, which is kind of 50-50, which means that the news might be useless news. There are only two newses. Is news a plural too? I might be using, is news plural? Let me ask. The word news is considered singular noun in English. The news are good. Despite this from reference. Okay, so there is no word as news is. Apologies for that. So there are only two news that people are expecting. One is IPO. Is there going to be XRP IPO, the Ripple IPO basically? And is there going to be the news of SEC losing the case to XRP? That's why you have the party, right? So I'm not sure of both. I don't think it's any of that. I think this is just to create hype, I think. But if the news is not any of these two things, XRP will dump. Very bad, because it will disappoint so many investors that they waited for the party and there was so much hype. Everyone was bullish, and then it turned out to be nothing. There is a saying, let me check if there's an English version for it. In Hindi and Urdu, give me English variant. I'm going to sneeze. I'm so sorry. I often describe a situation, a similar English idiom would be making a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, so basically in Hindi, that's not my language, but I can speak it. So they say "Tuta pahar nikla chua," which means that making a mountain of a molehill, which means there's nothing, and they just create a big hype around it. So it's going to be that kind of a case scenario where people are extremely disappointed that there was so much hype. It was a mountain they were expecting, and then what they saw was a molehill, or in Hindi or Urdu, they say a mouse. How many languages do you know? 6. I can fluently talk in 6 languages. So yeah, that's the sad part of living in too many countries. How much is your portfolio for trading? How much is your portfolio for trading? How much of my amounts are for trading? So I don't trade more than 40%. So if I'm trading my portfolio, I would not go more than 40%. That's the max. And for investment, I would keep 20%. And that's the max. Yeah, even with 20%, I would be careful. I don't diamond hand anymore. I used to, but those days are gone. Okay, everyone is waiting for dump. I think today no dump. Yeah, I mean, but those who were manipulating, they have benefited a lot. So, I mean, how higher can you push this bad looking market? How many accounts you have? Only one. It's only this account. I don't follow, I don't DM. If someone is following you, DMing you, that's not me. I mean, I did comment that on Telegram. I was joking that if you want to be famous, follow me. A lot of random people will start following you. I bought 100%, pray for me. Yeah, prayers are what you need right now, because 100%, let's not talk about it. Don't charts matter anymore. It's all based on news. News have always been a trigger. It's not now. If you look at Forex, if you look at stocks, you look at pretty much anything, news has always been the outlier. And you need that kind of outlier in the market. Otherwise, you can develop algorithms to do everything for you. You can put bots to trade instead of humans, if it's that simple. And that's why you have factors like news and economy in the play. So charts and news can say one thing, but if you are a person who understands the world economy, how the world is operating, people from Feds, they can come out and give you all good news. Everyone on this planet can come out and give you good news, which will have temporary impact. But if you are doing something for a long run and you understand where the world is headed, then you can pretty much short the market against everyone and you will win. Because all those who are bullish, they will lose their homes their cars, even their wives, because they will go broke when the economy starts collapsing. Look at every recession, every collapse, every financial crisis. The governments have always been extremely bullish about it. They have always said everything is okay. I have never seen them coming out and saying that financial crisis is coming. I have never seen them being honest one time. So news is good in a sense that it keeps the bots and algorithms away. But news is not everything. If you're trading news and you're relying on news for the long run, that's going to be disaster. News is good for temporary basis, a day, a week, a month. That's it. I think even after months, the feelings of the news go away. Humans have the tendency of getting used to, and by living in Afghanistan, I have learned that part. Okay, I was following your trade. What do you suggest to close? Or okay, I was not sharing trades. I was sharing direction. Okay, and where I believe they are heading. It's totally up to you. You have to understand you cannot hold me accountable for your financial decisions. All I give is direction that I think that crypto is heading to, and please own that. And this is why I never used to come live on YouTube. I have been doing live on TikTok for, I don't know, 1 month or so. I had never received a comment like this. And the moment you go live on YouTube, you start seeing this. And this is one of the reasons. I mean, yeah, I don't know why there's so much difference in the audience. The administration, it needs to be good news to win the elections. We can't have financial crisis. Yeah, Manuel. I mean, that is exactly true. I don't know what will Joe Biden offer if it's not the good news. If we are looking at elections next year, he wants to win. What new can you do? Back in the days, you had few things to do. Like I used the example of Obama, right? When he wanted to come again, he had Osama bin Laden to kill, right? So one good news to present and offer and come out as a winner. And if you look at other presidents, they always had something to offer. My question is that what is Joe Biden going to offer? What is he going to put on the plate? And basically, come out as a hero. What is going to be the hero moment for him? And financial crisis is definitely not an answer. And I think they will do everything to delay it next year. And that will make only things worse. Someone says, don't kill me. Oh, your name is Osama bin Laden. Eesh, I didn't see that. That is funny. No, you do know I'm not talking about you. A lot of haters and trolls. Yeah, what can we do? Gala is dead for now. Gala is a great project. It's just there is this case going on. It's just because of that. Otherwise, you see good projects, they get into a case. Like, let's assume there was no case on XRP. Yeah, SEC never did that. Today, you would be seeing XRP already at $5. And it would have pushed really hard to grow bigger and bigger. And it would have been the only CBDC. But thanks to them, now as we are on live, I can actually show you CBDC in the world. I did check this thing one time. So as of July 2022, there are 100 CBDCs. You guys can see it too. There are 100 CBDCs out there. Okay. And there are two fully launched, which means active and working. Okay, one is called eNaira, which is in Nigeria. It was unveiled in October 2021, and there's another one, the Bahamian Sand Dollar, which made its debut in October 2020. So you have to understand that all those people who copied XRP or the concept or the idea, and they worked so hard on it, they went out and they became successful because they didn't have SEC sitting on their ass. But this is what really affected XRP. And same is the case right now. You see how, thank you for the gift. Your name is really hard to read. It's Yono. And then that's the same thing that happened with Binance now. Binance lost over $10 billion of trading funds on Binance.us. And that's big amount because all those amounts they were getting traded, right? All those funds are gone. Okay, Ru says, Shah, I've got to go. I'll send you a DM later. Bye. Take care, Ru. Please do send me a DM. Sorry, I saw your message late, but it's getting recorded on YouTube, so you can see my bio over there. 29 September is the XRP appeal date. Appeal date for what? Let me check. XRP appeal date. I don't see anything. Okay, it might be some hidden information. I have to maybe open those websites and read, but I didn't see anything on the surface. Similar to what XLM just did. Yeah. Is it compulsory to trade with stop loss? If you're doing future trading, yes. If you're doing future trading, you are not using stop loss, it's only going to lead to bad places. Because if you're doing future trades and you use a stop loss and your stop loss hits, it means you stay away from that thing. Whatever you were thinking is not happening. It might look like that, let's enter into this trade again and it will work out. It was just that you got unlucky by half a dollar or 1 cent or 5 cents. Don't do that. Never do that. Stay away from it. Go and find something else. And if you can, evaluate what the market is doing. And maybe if you see that the market is fake, but still you understand that it is against what you were thinking, take smaller trades, take scalps, shorter trades, smaller trades, small time frame trades. Then you can trade in that direction until you have a clarity on the overall direction. So stop loss is very, very important when it comes to future trades. But of course, you cannot do spot trading on things going down. Yeah, you can if you are thinking of buying something and you put a stop loss and it comes down and hits. Yeah, you can, but that's pretty much it. And because you can only buy on spot, you cannot do anything else. So you cannot, you can avoid using stop loss on spot trading. If you already are planning on using the pyramid that I have shown in videos, you can go and watch that on educational videos, in TikTok and on YouTube. Of course, you can easily find it. So that's not going to be an issue. If you are doing that, that makes sense if you are not using stop loss. But if you don't have a plan and you're not using stop loss, it's going to get very, very problematic. You might be in a project like Gala or BNB or something that has a lawsuit going on, and the probability of it only continuing to go down is really, really high. Someone says fresh. I think you're talking about me shaving. So thank you. If XRP loses case, what price you're looking at? Then that's pretty much if XRP loses, you're looking at 1 cent. I don't know why will people then buy XRP. Because if XRP is not going to be this global leader of CBDC, then what is XRP? Because the whole hype and everything that we see today, it was just based on CBDC. Good day and blessings. How about that FOMC meeting? We all are waiting. We all are waiting. If you have missed the live, you can go and watch the recording on YouTube. That's the best part. According to TA, BTC is still dipping down. Yes. Yesterday I shared this in Telegram. Let me find it. This is not some strong indicator whatsoever. It's not like when you see this and then you say, oh, awesome, this is something. But this is just one of the things, and it's a very, very weak indicator, but still. Where did it go? Yeah, I basically shared this. Is called ascending wedge. When you see this pattern, when you see this rise, usually it means it's going to drop dramatically, and this is Bitcoin. So I was looking at it, I was looking at other things when I looked at this funny format as well. It's a pattern. It's not some strong indicator, very, very, very weak. But even this one was indicating that it's bearish. Because I was looking for a bullish case scenario to turn bullish. I couldn't find something. Are you planning to do a short or long position after the news? I already have a position. I don't think I'm going to open a new one unless I want to have fun and I'm getting bored. But that will not happen because I have a meeting at 2. My 2 p.m. because I come here from 1 to 2 p.m. Sometimes I stay for like 4-5 minutes extra. Today that will not happen, so I will be rushing out. So that means I will not be able to trade anything. So I will even miss out on FOMC. You always do a good job with your assessments. It's appreciated. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate that. It's only a crisis if country allows it to be. They can always print more money and correct. But how long can you do that, Manuel? You have to understand that this debt ceiling thing, which keeps on rising and them printing more and more money, it's very easy. I was not able to understand this whole money concept after studying so much. The sad part of education is they don't teach you how money works. And I don't know, is it because they don't understand themselves? Or I don't know what was lacking. But anyway, I studied from UK. I did a master's in finance. I did chartered accountancy, CPA. I've done pretty much all the stuff out there, a BSc from Oxford Books. I worked on so many angles. I couldn't find a clear-cut answer to how this whole thing works until I started doing shitcoining. So I started doing shitcoins. That clarified Bitcoin for me. I was not able to understand how is Bitcoin surviving till mid 2021, and I was already knee deep in crypto. But I hated Bitcoin to the next level because I would look at it and I was thinking that what the hell is this? But after doing shitcoins, I learned a lot. One of the things that I learned is that you always need to have holders of your coin. The bigger the supply, the more number of holders or the bigger size holders you need to ensure that the supply is missing because it's in the pockets of the holders. If you put that in the concept of dollars, USA, America is a continent, so USA is all about dollars, people think there are all kinds of conspiracies. I don't believe in any of that. They say that they wage war because they wanted to go for oil or uranium or this and that. That's total bullshit. USA does not need USA doesn't need those, even if it's $1 trillion. They don't care about that part. The whole concept was always to spread dollar. Back in the days, it was always about spreading the culture. If you look at how the UK, back then it was England, how England colonized the world, they always left their language. So they all talk in English. If you go to India, Pakistan, those who were colonized, everyone who you see who have curriculum of English, and you can see their dressing and culture and everything, you can pretty much identify British were there. So the Brits, they left their culture behind and they still make money out of it, because still in countries like Pakistan or India, the British education has this high value. India is trying to develop its own, but in Pakistan, pretty much O-levels, A-levels, it's bowed down to, like, if it's godlike education. It's bloody expensive. For someone living in a country like Pakistan, it's very expensive, and it's considered to be the most prestigious education, and that's how UK makes money. Their biggest source of income is the cultural stuff that they have left behind, and it all connects. Back in the days, it was connecting more. Now it's the education that's the biggest chunk. It's multi-billion-dollar industry. I don't know how many hundreds of billions of dollars UK makes out of it. That's why you would see an American company giving scholarship at bachelor level to students. That does not happen in UK. There is no scholarship, nada. Going back to the dollar, when USA came to power, of course it was colonized by the British. So when USA came to power, what they did differently was that instead of spreading the culture, the language and all that, it was too much of a drama and problematic and people could see through it. They started introducing dollars. They went around the world, they gave everyone their dollar. And everyone is holding on to dollar because everyone knows this thing does not devalue easily. Of course, it's devaluing, but there is no competitor to win from it, to have a perspective, because everyone looks at their country currency, they look at dollar, and their currency is continuing to inflate. It's losing value. Like if I talk about Pakistan's example again, or look at the lira. Let's use Turkey this time. Lira, when I bought an apartment there, we bought an apartment, I was married. So when we bought an apartment over there, the lira was at 3.5. And this was not long ago, okay? Because I was 28 when I got married. I'm 33 now, so this is 5 years ago. Lira to USD. Not had, what the hell? USD, I hate autocorrects. I have to do it the other way around. Is there a way to switch? No. Lazy. USD to lira. 26.9. So it's 27. So 5 years ago, it was 3.5. Now it's 27. So imagine how much it has lost its power. So when it comes to US dollar, it is seen as this amazing thing, which it is. And the whole power of America's greatness is in its US dollar. So coming back to your point of printing more money, those who are behind these things, they are way smarter than me. And they understand all these things way better because they get to play with it. I learned it because of shitcoins. So they don't want to increase more supply because they don't have new holders holding the dollar. Their last holders was Afghans and Iraqis. Now in my country, everyone is holding dear to dollars. We didn't know about dollars until America came and they gave us the dollars and they went. It's almost like selling drugs. You know, they give you the free and the first batch free, and once you get addicted to it, you ask for more. That's exactly what happens when you have a war situation. They bring in all these things, dollars. You get a taste of it, and next time they don't give it to you for free. You have to work and get it. And of course, it's a store of value for everyone. It's like they treat dollars like gold. It's not something that people in America will see, but if you go to other countries, they see dollar as gold. They save their savings in dollars. I mean, I will not go far. My own niece, she lives in a third world. Her savings are in dollar. So she's not in Afghanistan, but the country's own currency is not reliable. So she saves it in dollars because she trusts dollar more than gold. And that's pretty much the same case with everyone. And buying gold is difficult. In third world, buying gold means buying physical gold. That's a lot of headache. It's not like how you buy gold here in the West. So I don't think they're going to print more dollars because you don't have new holders for it. They already used that option in COVID. So they're pretty much out of it. I love this Shah's live community. So kind and knows manners. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. We need to ask how Shah knows so much about the free drug trials. I don't do drugs, unfortunately. I don't. I wish I could, but I don't. Do you trade Forex? No, I don't trade Forex anymore. Ukraine, yeah. Ukraine is a new one. But it depends how much they can trigger Putin, because he's a smart man as well. He doesn't want to be played. The president of Ukraine was stupid enough to get into a war. Some presidents, they are intelligent enough not to start wars. Let's not get political here. You're really calm and patient the way you explain. Thank you so much. No problem at all. He will have to roll back energy constraints. Yeah. Thanks to all the input, brother. God bless you. No problem at all. What's going on with XLM over the next few weeks? I assume it will be bullish if things stay bullish. So there's a question by Say Daskar. I did not left your messages. It's just that I'm switching between TikTok and YouTube. So what was it? Salam Shah, will BTC ever reach 100K? I have to see. I was always bullish on BTC on 100K. Even you could have convinced me on 1 million. The problem that I'm seeing right now is the ETFs. I have to study ETFs. I have to see how can ETFs control the price. Can bad organizations like BlackRock play with ETFs to manipulate the price up to the level that it will completely control the price and it will make it range bound? If that is the case scenario, then that's pretty much over for Bitcoin and crypto. Then you are looking at ranges and you just need to learn how to trade in the range. And that would be it. So I have to study more. I have to find out what is going on. Good evening, looking good without beard. Thank you, Jab. My father doesn't agree, but yeah, my mother, she likes it. But I mean, mothers like everything, so. Please tell me about Cardano. I cannot share coin analysis. FOMC is in 12 minutes now. Eesh, I would be shitting my pants. Sorry for the language. Exactly, USA is in war with the rest of the world, not because of money or resources, but because of the total dominance. Yeah, total dominance of dollar. This is a good way to put it. It's like how we use the terminology of Bitcoin's dominance. It's not something bad. It's just that how the world operates. And it's not that it's USA is doing it. Before USA, there were other people. It's just that US is very smart. They know how to utilize it. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. No problem at all. No voice? Really? Okay. When SEC appeal against Ripple. That's 29th. Okay. So it's like seen like as a 9/11 kind of case. A bad date, I mean. Do you have spots that you're accumulating for long term? Not right now. I think I'll start accumulating once I start seeing Bitcoin go below 24. I would start looking, I would then create a big ass pyramid, and I would prepare maybe even for the worst case scenario of $8,000. I don't know how low they can push, and before I do that, I would have definitely studied ETF. I would have made it very clear how much they can manipulate, because then even the bottom would not look like a bottom. So even if I go down till $8,000 and they can control it and they can send it back to $3,000, then this whole attempt of mine does not make any form of sense. So I have to study that. After studying, I will be able to decide how I'm going to do, but I'll start doing spot below 24 because I would be buying low. If you have seen the pyramid, you know how pyramid is like this, right? You buy small here, as it goes down, you buy bigger. If you watch the video, I've explained it. So I'll apply that pyramid structure to my overall funding, and then I'll buy it accordingly. Can you get some cheerleaders on the background? You're doing a great job, my friend. Thank you so much. Cheerleaders, I have 2 cheerleaders. They're sleeping, both of my cats. One is, I think, in my bed. The other one is sleeping on my sofa. I bought these things for them. They don't use it. I mean, what the hell is this? They do break it. Then I have to go and buy some more. 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes for me to go. Of course, FOMC as well. Habibi, make Telegram group for such information. There is a Telegram. I don't promote it because I come here to talk to you guys, but I do have a Telegram. You can send me a DM. I'll give you the link to it. If they don't raise rates, will it pump? I was listening to some economists on CNBC and some financial people as well. They said that even if it doesn't increase, that is not a good news. So I personally believe the same. Even if it doesn't increase, it's not a good news. But who is going to tell this thing to the retailers? Who is going to educate them? It's usually the influencers. So if the influencers, they come out and they say it's not a good news, then they will find out, right? If that's not the case scenario, they will think, oh, there is no rate change, and buy more, and they might create another hype. I hope you're using 2 mobile phones for 2 streaming. How is that experience though? The experience is good. I can show it to you guys. Can you see? Oh, this is me again. How stupid. This is how it looks like. You see, this one is YouTube. This one is TikTok. The only problem that I have is with the with 2 mobile phones is I have to turn my face around like this. If it had been one, I would be only looking in one direction of the camera, but as I come to YouTube, I look like this, then I go to TikTok, it's like this. So yeah, okay, so that's the overall experience. Let's go down. Acro, I cannot tell you Acro. I will not do coin analysis today. That is what I shared in the beginning of the video, of the live. The gains could be high on Gala if you buy low and it recovers. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the whole point of gambling, right? High risk, high return. And that is what you will do with Gala or anything else that has a high risk. That is exactly what people are doing with XRP right now. They all are buying low because there's a case going on. The prices are cheap. And everyone is betting their lives on it. They're betting their homes, their cars, everything on it. And I hope they win. I hope they win. Otherwise, you're looking at a disaster of $27 billion. I think this is as big as FTX or even worse. FTX, I think it's similar. Worse would be Binance. So it's billions of dollars that people will lose in one go altogether in one night. XRP until further notice is a shitcoin. I wouldn't call it that. But it's going through a lot of problems. Isn't BTC on an uptrend on the daily though? Yeah, it looks like that. On the daily, it looks like an uptrend. But like I said, I looked at it. I think the one I looked at was 4 hours, which is not a daily, close to daily. Let me look at the daily, okay? But I mean, we are left with 6 minutes. Let's not open charts. You said if XRP lose case, its value will be 1 cent, but it has the third largest market cap. Yeah, I mean 1 cent is just for the sake of it. Like what happened to Luna? It went down and still it stayed somewhere, right? After the disaster. So it can be the third largest market cap or the first largest market cap. It can go down easily as long as it loses the case. And it's the 5th largest market cap. Third one is USDT. 4th is BNB. Still, wow. And 5th is XRP. So BNB is 33 billion, XRP is 27, $5 billion gap. And of course, USDT is way above. It's 83 billion. Thanks to BUSD, USDT has grown really big because BUSD declared they are not going to be there around. Okay, can you tell us regarding token? Which token? Tipcoin. I've never heard about them. And Dodge is 8. So what? Yeah, exactly. one of the scams out there, Dodge, is there. Shitcoin, the one that we can call shitcoin. And we will not have an army attacking us. Boss, please predict about picks. I would do it next on the next live. I always come live at 1 p.m. Toronto time, Monday to Friday. You're doing great, brother. May Allah bless you and your family. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, your hair is already white. Is that a bad thing or good thing? I personally loved white hair. I wanted to actually make it white. I have a favorite band called, now I don't get to listen to music. It's called My Chemical Romance. I like to listen to real music, people who work hard on their music instead of throwing some ladies out to make the videos attractive. So I'm a bit old school about that. So this was the lead vocalist of it. And he has white hair and I really loved it. I wanted to make it white. Then my mother, she gave me money. And she said, this money is a contract between you and me. As long as I'm alive, you cannot make your hair white or color your hair. I said, okay. So yeah, color in a fancy way. Not that I cannot hide my grays. That's okay. It's just that she didn't want to see me making my hair white. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello from Ireland. Hey. Looking forward to your assessment after FOMC. Of course I will. I love your lives. I love seeing you guys on live, to be very honest with you. Okay. I can hear the accent in my mind reading this. You're looking unhealthy, bro. Are you okay? Thank you for the Fire King. Now you have a name. You changed it from horizontal finally. I'm okay. I didn't eat food. I think that would be the reason. I don't get to eat breakfast. When I wake up, I have to do series of things that doesn't let me have food until 3 p.m., sometimes 4 p.m., depends how busy the day is. So that's the unfortunate part. Even though I have stomach issues, but I take a pill and then I just wait. Okay, 1 minute, so I have to just say goodbyes. Thank you for all the fires and roses, King. I really appreciate it. Thank you everyone for joining. It was such a pleasure talking to you both, YouTube and TikTok. I will see you guys tomorrow. Please do attend the live. It's going to be fun because we will get to see what happened. I hope it's the best for all of us. Take care. Bye.